Hey, Mark Meldrum, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and we're out here in the garage thinking about the Northern Ohio Chevelle Show coming up here August 6th and 7th at the Strongsville Holiday Inn in Strongsville, Ohio, right on Route 82 and I-71, close to the Turnpike, too. So easy to get to, open to the public, and open to all these fabulous show cars. And I'm going to go over some ground rules for the show. Some things have changed, some things have not changed for you guys that continue to come back to our shows. And I welcome all the new people and I welcome back all the old people. It's been a couple years since we've been able to get back together, and we've got close to 200 Chevelles coming in for the show. And that's a logistical nightmare when it comes right down to it for a volunteer organization. And I want to stress, everybody you come in contact with this weekend that's helping run this show, they're volunteers. Have patience with them. Be nice to them. The nicer you are to them, the nicer they'll be back to you. They might not always have the answer, but hopefully they can track down somebody that does have an answer for you when you come into the show. Now, coming into the show a little bit different, so I want to go over some ground rules this year. In the past, we've clogged up the main artery right by the hotel with trucks and trailers. So if you have a truck and trailer, please come in the east entrance, which is over by the ice arena, to get your truck and trailer in. We can, it's a pretty wide driveway there. We can get you situated for a little while. Can maybe unload your car and get it on the show field. Maybe you're going to park behind the ice arena. That's where we have all the trailers stationed. We don't want you parking your trucks and trailers on the actual show field or in the hotel parking lot. Now, you will see a row of trailers. We affectionately call it Welfare Row. These are all sponsors of the show, and all those spaces are filled up. So there'll be a certain amount of trailers there. Remember, don't park there. Those are paid for spaces, and we should be there organizing that area as early as Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay? Yeah, some people come in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They get there early and they spend time seeing the sights around Northern Ohio, and that's fine and dandy. Most of you guys will be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay? So we understand that. Once again, if you got a truck and trailer, enter from the east entrance and we'll get you situated from there. If you got baggage to take up to the hotel, we do have golf carts that we have rented, and we can help you get your baggage up to the hotel. All right, just don't be afraid to kind of wave down one of those guys or ask for some help. Also, as far if you're just driving your car to the show, you want to pull up the normal entrance there, get your luggage out, make it quick. We don't want to clog up that artery there. So that's how that's going. Once again, remember, you're dealing with volunteers here, so go with the flow. Let me talk about some things going on with the show, and I got so many details on my mind, and I know I'll forget some things in this video, and hopefully somebody can make comments underneath this video. But we do have security for the show. Rich Rutt is a Fairview police officer, and he works with the Strongsville Police Department to organize shifts on the off hours. So you don't have to worry about your truck and trailer. We always got a police officer, in the wee hours of the morning when you can't watch your Chevelle. And We've run across issues at the show too, and fortunately we've had police officers there to take care of things. All right, what else do we got to talk about? Let's talk about once you get to the show and you get your registration packet. So you'll get a registration packet. There'll be some information already printed out on your packet, which will talk about your name, how many banquets you have, your shirt size if you ordered shirt sizes, your Chevelle, and what you paid to get into the show. So should have all the information in there. Inside, you'll have a show card, and I've got a duplicate of Shirley's here. She has a 1970 Chevelle, and Shirley is an NOCC club member, which leads me to some discussion on awards a little bit later. But just so you know how we identify club members, you might see their registration number crossed out, and it'll say NOCC. Now, let me mention real quick on awards. We try to separate club members from all the awards. We have a top 10 for just club members. And I'm sorry if you're hearing this for the first time, but Albert Galdi is going to be our club member judge this year. So he's going to have to pick out 10 cars for those awards. They'll get some special awards. And the reason we do this is we don't want to show favoritism for the rest of the awards to everybody coming from out of town and whatnot. I hate shows where everybody in the club gets the awards and everybody else gets shut out. That just always bothered me at shows we went to, and we tried to alleviate that by having a special category for Chevelle Club members. And these are mainly Chevelle Club members, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club members that help out with the organization and live in the area. If you're a club member from out of state and you don't really help out with the club that often, you're just a social member, then you're still eligible for awards. Once again, these are only for the awards are only for the club members in the local area. All the other NOCC members, you will have a number on your card and you'll be eligible for awards. No favoritism played. Other than that, you'll have the show card that you put in your car window, and that's how we'll keep track of you for the weekend. You'll also get a little placard that's pretty close to looking like this show card, that's in a plastic clear envelope. That's a sticker. It's a FedEx label actually, and if you want, you can lay that label down on your parking spot. So here's where there's a little bit of difference between the way we ran our show before and the way we ran our way we're running our show this year. Come on, Mark, spit it out. In previous years, I've organized the show field so everybody got their own parking spot, and that's where they stayed for the weekend. This year, we're organizing all the rows by a model year number. It doesn't matter if you're stock, you're mild, you're wild, you're a club member. We're just organizing by the year of your car, okay? So we already know we'll need a couple rows for some model years from 64 all the way up to, I don't know, 84 maybe is the highest year we have. So some years may be combined together, like the 74 and up, we'll probably have just one row. But 66, 67, they may have two rows. 1970, we're expecting a lot of cars. They may have 3 rows. So when you get to the show, pick a spot. If you want to plant yourself there all weekend, take your sticker, plop it down on your spot. That's your spot for the weekend. That's how Joe Bertrand, our new secretary, this is his idea, and we'll go with it this year. If it doesn't work, we'll work something out next year. All right? So I know some club members are kind of moaning and groaning. Oh, I got to park my car with everybody else. I want to be parked next to my buddy in the club. But really, it helps organize the parking lot for the people viewing cars at the show. It keeps everything set in their mind. It helps with the people that are trying to figure out awards. And it just keeps things a little bit more organized on the show field. All right. You'll also get a nice program here. The first thing you're probably going to want to do is a 20-page program. You're going to want to open it up, and you're going to look at the schedule of events. We got some great things planned. Dragway 42 on Thursday. Remember, this is Dragway 42's event. It's not our event, but we have contacted them. They know we're coming out there. They'll probably do something special, but you'll have to figure that out once you get out to Dragway 42, because they have other events going on. We're going out there on Thursday night, where they usually have I don't want to call them amateurs, but I want to call test and tune or whatnot. But they do have a racing program on Thursday night, and we'll figure that out as we get out there. Their gates open at 4 and racing starts at 6. If you choose not to go out to the drag strip, stay at the hotel. There's going to be a lot of fun going on there. We're going to have a parking lot movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and we'll start that as soon as it gets dark out. And we serve popcorn, and just get your lawn chair out and gather around the blow up screen, and it's a lot of fun. Then Friday, some things I want you to know about before you come to the show is we will take a group picture. Okay, so listen to announcements for the DJ on when we take that group picture. I have a feeling it'll be somewhere midday. Okay, we do want you to put your hoods down between 11 and noon so the photographer can get all the way around the show and take pictures of your car with the hood down. And these are pictures that will be sent to you with a Christmas themed border later on. Okay, you'll get those maybe a few weeks after the show. And yeah, this is a Christmas theme event. You want to decorate your car with Christmas? Hey, that's cool. Go right ahead and do that. Get into it. Let me see what else. We do have Santa Claus at the show this year. He's taking time out of his busy schedule, making presents right now to spend some time with us. He'll have some elves with us, and they'll be taking pictures somewhere in the hotel between 1 and 3 on Friday and Saturday. Now, a couple other things going on. I'm not going to cover everything on the schedule, but remember, inside your registration packet, you're going to have a couple things you're going to need this weekend. One, you'll have a purple ticket for Friday night's dinner put on by Northern Ohio Chevelle Club and all the sponsors, and it's going to be from the Proper Pig, so you can guess what kind of meal you're going to get there. So if you want to hang out for a free meal in the parking lot, make sure you have your purple ticket. I don't know how they're going to set the line up, but they'll make some announcements on that. You'll also have a band that will be given to you, a little rubber band that says, I don't know, it'll be green or red or something Christmassy, and that band will get you into the ballroom for our dinner. Now let's go over a couple things on the dinner. So there'll be somebody checking your bands to make sure you go in there. No coolers allowed into the banquet room. The hotel's trying to make money on dinners and drinks and all that stuff. So, let them do that. It's also against the law for you to bring in your own alcoholic drinks to the banquet room. So we can't have that. Okay. This year, since we're dealing with COVID, it's going to be a little bit different. So instead of having a long line, instead of having a big banquet line, you're going to be served right at the table. So it's going to be some type of Christmas dinner. I don't know what it is, turkey and mashed potatoes and something Christmassy, whatever those guys selected. I'm not sure. But they'll put a plate in front of you, and you won't have to stand up and go get your meal and bring it back. It'll be put right in front of you. Also, there'll be, for desserts, you're going to have a tray of cookies that will be handed out a little bit later in the dinner. Hey, and don't forget, Friday night, we've got the Wixie 1260, and we always have a great band, and they are very, they're into participation. So you can sit and listen to the band, or we have a big dance floor, and we usually have a pretty wild party in there, and that's a lot of fun. All right, let me go over some other parking lot rules. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but some parking lot rules. When you get to the show and you get yourself parked, you're probably going to see some trucks and trailers already parked on the show field. These are spots that have been paid for by our sponsors. We affectionately call it Welfare Row, but it is by no means a welfare row. They paid a premium to park in those spots. We only have about a dozen spots there, so don't try to squeeze yourself in there. There'll be people monitoring those spots and make sure that and they were all prepaid, so they're all used up. So yeah, that's what we got going on for parking. All right, since we're still talking about parking, let's talk about our vendors. Our vendors will be up on the lawn where they have been the past couple years. But it's been raining a lot here in Cleveland throughout the summer. One of our rainiest summers we've ever had. They don't want anybody driving vehicles onto their front lawn out there. So park on the asphalt, unload your parts, put up your tents, whatnot, in the vendor area, and then be on your way. Some of the vendors will be on the actual asphalt. Some will be on the grassy area. Okay? So that's what we got going on there. Don't drive on the lawn out there. You're going to rut it up, and they will be upset with us. Also, with the tag that you put down to save your parking spot all weekend, remember to pull that up before you leave. Clean your spot up before you leave. All right. Also in your registration packet is going to be a ballot. Okay, there's some instructions on how to pick cars for your ballot. You can vote anytime, but we do want to get your ballots in as early as possible. So don't be afraid to turn this thing in early. You only got to pick 5 cars. From these top 5 picks that you make, will tally up, and the people with the most votes will get into the top 55 cars. All right, so I think that's about it for your registration packet. All right, so we already talked about parking by model year, first come, first serve basis there, claim your spot with the tag, no vehicles on the grass, no tents on the show field. It's okay to put tents on the perimeter of the field. You'll see the club has some tents, big tents already set up to do registration and whatnot. Registration, we are doing an early registration this year. So you'll see Pat Umstead and John Schultz. They're doing registration this year. You're probably not going to see a lot of me. I mean, I've got a vendor spot. I'm gonna sit back and maybe answer some questions, but this is my year to hand it off to the next people running this show. So once again, this is a transition year. Be patient with us, and you'll have a great time. There's a lot going on in the area. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Castle Noel. We encourage you to go to Castle Noel. You'll have some coupons that we'll have out to get some discounts there. It's a short ride to Medina, a little bit south of Strongsville, maybe 20-25 minutes. Also famous in the area, and it'll be in your show program, is the Christmas Story House. That's in Cleveland, so that's going north about a half hour, and that's where they filmed the Christmas Story movie, with little Ralphie and all his escapades with his Red Ryder BB gun. It really is a cool place to go visit, and I strongly encourage you to do that to help yourself get into that Christmas theme that we have for the show. It'll be a lot of fun for you. So yeah, that's what we got going on at the show. I hope you have a great time, and hopefully I can splice all this together, and maybe I'll do into a couple sections. And if you got any questions, post them underneath here. I'll try to answer them, or our club members can answer them too. So, oh my God, I'm looking so forward to seeing all you guys. I've missed you. I really have. So, we'll see you soon.